This time we don't have any pictures or graphs to help us, so we're only looking at numbers. In this case, we've got 356 thousandths, and we're comparing it to 536 thousandths. Well, 536 is bigger, so 536 thousandths is bigger than 356 thousandths. So to write a statement that's true, we could write 0.356 is less than 0.536. And remember, the pointy end, the small end, points towards the smallest number, and the big opening faces the big number. So 356 thousandths is smaller than 536 thousandths. And in this example, we've got thousandths again. We've got 615 thousandths, and we're comparing it to 609 thousandths. So 615 thousandths is greater than 609 thousandths because 615 is greater than 609. So you can see the opening on our symbol, the big opening, is facing the big number. Well, this is a little different. I've got 615 thousandths and I'm comparing it to 69 hundredths. Well, I'm not comparing thousandths to thousandths here, or hundredths to hundredths, so I have to be careful. Even though 615 is bigger than 69, we've got thousandths on that side and hundredths on that side. So what we need to do is actually start from each of our columns, and we always start on the column to the left. Well, we could start with the units column, but they've got zeros in, so we'll just go to the tenths place. And we've got a 6 in both of the tenths columns. So we move to the right to our hundredths. Our 1 is smaller than our 9, so 0.69 is bigger than 0.615, or we can say that 0.615 is smaller than 0.69. Now there's something else we could do as well here. Let's say we put a 0 on the end of 0.69. We're not changing the value of that number, but what we are doing is making it look like thousandths. And 69 hundredths is the same as 690 thousandths. In this example, we've got 1 hundredth and we're comparing it to 1 thousandth. Now we can still do the same thing we did before. Look at our tenths column and we've got zeros. In our hundredths, we've got a 1 on the left-hand side, which is bigger than 0 on the right-hand side. So 0.01 is greater than 0.001. Now the other thing we could do, remember, is pop a 0 on the end of our decimal. We can't do that to whole numbers on the right-hand side, but remember with whole numbers we can put it at the front of the number, and the way you remember is if it doesn't change the value of the number, you can put a 0 on the end. So 0.010 is now written, and it looks like 10 thousandths. We haven't changed the number at all, but we know that 10 thousandths is greater than 1 thousandth. So that's a strategy you also might like to try. But remember, you can only put a 0 on the right-hand side end of a decimal.